Hello friends, welcome to Python exercises. So today we are going to create some simple calculator, GUI calculator using Python. So the requirement what we need to have, we need to install Tkinter module. So let's see how we are going to implement it. So in one of my previous videos, we have seen how to create calculator. Without GUI, how to create sample calculator using Python and if conditions. So we are going to use the same logic, but now we are going to create with the GUI app. So first let us create a simple calculator without GUI, then we can implement the GUI. So as calculator we need to have two inputs, number 1 and number 2, and the operator. So we are going to create variables num1 and num2. So these are the static variable which is given now, we can modify it later. And the operator, say for example it is plus, and we can create the code for the calculator. If operator equal to plus add equal to int of num1 plus int of num2, print else print wrong operator. So as of now we have created for the addition. So we have set the default values for num1 and num2 and the operator as addition. And in the if condition we are adding num1 and num2 and printing the output. So let's see how it is works. So the addition of 3 plus 4 is 7. So it is working fine. Suppose if I am giving because we have implemented only for addition, and if not addition it will go to the wrong operator. So we can give the let us create for the other operators. Minus sum equal to int of num1 minus int of num2. Print the sub value is sub. So similarly let us create for division and multiplication. If the operator is division, num1 slash num2 div. So we have created for division, and let's create for multiplication. So if it's multiplication, mul So we have created the condition for all the 4 operators, and so whatever the value we give, it will produce the output. So as of now, let's see if we create for operator multiplication. So the multiply value is 12. So our Python code for handling the calculator basic operations, so we have done. Let us create the UI part. So for creating the GUI part, we need to have the module name Tkinter. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the module name, and you can simply install by using, so this is the pip install command to install the Tkinter. So I have already installed that module. So once you have installed, you have to import the module. I'm importing the message box function as well. So let us create the root for the GUI. Root equal to tk.Tk. And for this Tkinter, we need to specify the window, the width and height of the window. We need an UI, right? So for that, we need to create everything by using the function called Canvas. So here, so this is the function where we have to create the width and the height of the window what we are expecting. So say for example, I am creating width for 300 and height for 300, and we need to pack this. It is like we are fixing the size of the window. So let's see how. So before that, let us comment this entire calc related coding. We can uncomment this later. So I'm going to run this. Sorry. And also at the end, you need to call this function. Root is the main, it is like the main function what you have defined, and this is the main loop. So it will go to this loop of the root. See, so we just defined the width and the height as 300, and we got the window with the size what we have defined. So let us create the 4 components. One for number 1, the entry from the user. One for number 2, again it's entry from the user, and the operator which we are going to select, and a button to calculate. So let us create some label for that window. It looks plain. So I'm going to I'm creating a variable to make it more generic. tk.label comma. So this is the text what we want to display. Welcome to calculator. And so we have defined the text and what is the type of the text. It is a label. We are defining this to display this in the main window, that is this window. We need to specify the we need to pass this text. So canvas 1 dot there is another function called create window, where you can provide the where you want to display. It is like the similar to the width and the height. So as of now I give 175 comma window equal to header dot label. So this label will pass into the create window of the main canvas. So let's see how it is going to work. Yeah, we got the label. So 175 is the first value what we defined here. It is the from left to right. It is like the column from 0 to 175. It will go like this. And the second value what we have defined here, it will check the axis from top to bottom. It is like a row. So now I want to make this say a header, so I want to display it somewhere near at the top. So let me change this. I will make it as 100. Oops. It is moved to somewhere top. I have to make it more to move to little up. Yeah, so now we got the header at the top. So the main confusion what we will face during creating the UI, we will be confusing with this access part, aligning the fields into the window, so that takes some time. Now let's create one input field for the num1 input field. So num1 underscore label. So to get the user input field, like a field box, we need to call a function called entry. So entry of root comma text equal to enter num1. So this one, okay, num1. And we need to create this create window to create for 145, come on, 75, come on, window equal to num1 entry. Let's try running this. So we got the input box to get the num1 for the user, but we need the label. Let us create the label and also move this box to right. 175 num1 underscore label. I'm creating a label for this, tk.label root comma text equal to, so this is the text what it will display in the window. Enter num1 value. So we need to create a window for this. Remember, so this is the input box and we are creating label for this. So the row level access will be same. We need to create label just in the same row, so this will be same, and the alignment of the label and the field will differ, so the variation will come here. So we need to print like enter num1 value with some space and then the input box. Yes, but here it seems like we have the label as well as the box, but I'm typing here the first few values we are not able to see, so we need to still align it to the left. Make it 95. Still I'm not getting. Yes, so now I got the first point of the box. Initially it was appended inside the label, so I was not able to see the initial values what I typed. Now I can see the start of the box. So we have created num1 value. Similarly we are going to create for num2 value. I'm going to copy the okay, we just copied the inputs from the num1 and I'm replacing for num2. and we need to have the num2 box below the num1, so we need to increase the let us increase for command 5. Yes, so we got num1 value, num2 value. Similarly, we need one more input box for the operator entry. Operator, let us make for opt here I will change the text, select operator, opt label, and again here we need to increase the access. Yes, so the user can give the input num1 value, num2 value and the operator. Then we need a button to do the calculation. So let's create let's create a button here. So tk dot, so for button we need to call button function. Calculate, and here we are going to create a window for this button. So let's see. Alright, so now we have created simple GUI for the num1 entry, num2 entry and the operator entry, and when the user clicks calculate, it will display the output. So this is a very basic GUI we created for the calculator. Now this doesn't have any functionality, so if you click calculator nothing will happen because we just created the GUI part. We need to implement the functionality for this. So remember, previously we have written functionality for, we have written the coding for the calc using the if conditions. So let us create the same functionality to handle this. So I am moving my code here, and I will uncomment this. So let's create a function calc, and I will indent this. So this will come under the function. So previously we have given num1, num2 and the operator as a static variable. Now we need to get the num1 value from the user. So in the window we have given the input box for the user, enter num1 value. So when a user enters the value, we have to fetch that value. For that, we are going to use get method. Similarly, for num2 entry, we are going to get method, and for operator also get. So what will happen whenever the user enters the value in the field boxes, these values are assigned from the user inputs. Previously it was static input, now we are getting it from the user. And here the code handles the same. If the operator is plus, we need to give the add-on. If it is minus, we need to subtract. If it is division, we need to divide, and multiplication, it will multiply. The only change here is previously we were printing it. So previously we doesn't have the GUI, so we printed the statement here in our terminal. Now we are using the GUI and we need to print in the GUI. So I am going to use tk.Messagebox.showinfo. So this is the function to show in the message box in the GUI. So remember, we have imported this module at the beginning, and we are using this, and inside the message box there is another function called showinfo. So it will just display the text what you are going to provide. And here I am going to give addition, comma, add. I am commenting the print statement which was entered earlier. And for subtract, showinfo, subtraction, sub. Similarly, division, and finally for multiplication, multiply, so now we have the code to handle the functions, the user input, and also it will print the output. So let's see, if I am giving for num1 input as 3, num2 input as 4, and the operator as plus, if we click, so we don't have the functionality to calculate. I mean, we haven't linked the functionality with the button. So let us link the, so this is the button we need to have we need to add one more variable, command equal to calcs. Yes, so it means it will call the calc function what we have defined here. So when a user hits the button, it will go inside this function and it will do all the operation. So let's try running this. So I'm giving input num1 value 4, num2 value 4, and operator. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to have again it's not working. I'm giving input as 1, num2 input as 1, and the operator is plus. Oops, it is not displaying anything. So let's see. Oops, I'm sorry. So we need to call the name of the function alone, not with the brackets. Yes. So I'm calling this function using that name alone. So let's try running this again. I'm giving the num1 value 1, num2 value 5, and the operator is plus. Calculate. You see, addition is 6. Now 8, and here minus 8 minus 5 is 3, right? And 5, num2 is 5, we are using multiply 25. Finally 25 5 division. That's right. So it is working fine. And what if the user enters the wrong input, the input other than, I'm giving some random entry here. We have given we have handled this, but it is in the print statement, so we are getting the output here. Let us convert this into GUI format. So in this message box we can have two variables. So the first one will be the window title, like this, the window, we have file edit like this, the title from the window, and the second one will be the text inside the window. So say for example, here the multiply will come in the header of the window, and the value will print in the inside the message box. So for the wrong entry, I'm going to make it as an alert. So this will be the header, wrong operator. So I have given the wrong operator. You see, this one will come as the title of the window message box, and this will come inside the message box. So Now we have created the simple GUI calculator function, and right now after we do the calculation, it is not closing. We can close this. We can also close this by using a command function called destroy. So after it enters into the function, and with all the operator and error things, at the final it will automatically close the calculator and destroy the application. So let us try the final time with and see whether the application get closes automatically. Getting some error, application has been destroyed. Oh, sorry. So this should come inside the function. So the code of the function starts here. So I should maintain the same intent for the root. Else, whenever I start the run the this file, it will directly, before calling the function, it will close the application. So we will not able to proceed further. So I'm moving it inside the function. So let's see. Yeah, it works now. So number 1 10, number 2 20, and plus calculate 30. So we got the output, and let's see what if I close the, yeah, now the application gets closed automatically. So this is a very basic GUI creating a GUI application by using Tkinter module in Python. I hope you guys like the video, and stay connected for more wonderful exercises. Thank you.